You look nice too.
Can we keep up with this?
I just noticed. Look at, we're both in white.
I know.
We're like angels, right?
Oh, I should have blonde hair.
Charlie's angels, right?
Yes, of course we are. Remember when...
We did servicing, yeah, process serving. You went with me.
Yes.
And you were like, oh, next time I'm going to wear my Daisy Dukes. And you said it gave a whole new word to jiggle.
Yes. Well, and then Charlie's Angels, do you remember when we lived on Beaumont? I don't know how old you were then, but I was driving the car.
Yeah.
Or the truck, I don't know which.
You told this
and it
before.
Was an icy day. And I think we were into Walmart or whatever it was back then. It wasn't Walmart back then.
Kmart.
Anyway, I hit a piece of slippery ice and it turned all the way around. The car did. I think I had the truck though. But anyway, and nobody was hurt, you know what I mean? Or it wasn't in traffic at all. It was on a side street. And I was scared half to death. But she said, oh, gee, Mom, do it again. It's just like Charlie's Angels. I said, I can't do it again. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. But anyway.
You're a stunt woman. Yeah, do it again.
And then we were Charlie's Angels when we
did the process serving.
Did the serving. She took me with her.
Yeah. And remember that one time I didn't know like which house it was and the snow was like up to here?
Yeah.
And you're sitting in the car and I'm like, well, if I don't come back, and it's like,
I'd be
well,
worried, yeah.
What would you do? Couldn't see anything.
Well, I would think of something probably.
You would. You get out and scream or something.
And actually, the reason she took me along is to protect her, right?
My bodyguard, right?
Yes, your bodyguard.
I'm her mom.
Yes.
Leave her alone.
You be quiet. I'll stick my mom on you.
And then they'd be like, ooh.
Yes.
Then they'd really leave me alone.
Well,
yeah.
I can look vicious when I want to.
I know. I wouldn't need a gun if I have my mom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Today's today.
It's a little, yeah. So,
what?
I don't know. I'm tired.
I'm tired too. But I'm so much older than you. You shouldn't be tired. But you work hard. I know.
And I'm not so tired. It just, I'm actually sore from doing truck yesterday. I never even thought about that. I work out, but you work out different muscles when you're lifting those
I know.
heavy bins, because the boxes come first, but then it's those heavy bins, and then you're schlepping them, and then you're stacking them, so you're trying to lift it up. Oh, and then I was just telling my mom, so it's raining again here. Cold, windy, and rainy again.
I think it's supposed to be warmer next week, isn't it? Someone told me that.
Later next week.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain.
Later
it's supposed to rain all weekend.
Yeah.
I'm ready to just get in Charlene and take off. Want to come with?
Where are you going?
I don't know. We're just going to go take off.
I guess I would. Yeah.
Okay. But I got another e-bike. So I just finished the review for the one I got to do this week, the One Nice Day. But it was cold. It was sunny, but it was cold. And so I just finished editing that this morning. Sent that to them. And then I realized I got another e-bike in the mail. And I'm waiting to review another e-bike. And so I went to pick it up. And usually, they're big boxes. They're heavy. But usually, they're pretty compact. And I would, slide them in the back of Charlene on the bed. Yeah. And this one, the FedEx girl came out with me and just helped me carry it.
It was that heavy.
It was that big. And then we tried to put it in, and it wouldn't even fit. I thought I could, tilt it, to get it, through the kind of galleyway in Charlene.
Yeah.
But it was too high that way. And the FedEx girl had already gone in, but, she couldn't have done anything. So I just sat there, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do?
And what did you do then?
So then I took it back out and I put it on the ground and I'm like, well, I'm going to have to open it and then just put the bike in the back because it was the box that was so big. So I opened it and the bike is heavy and I lifted it out. This one has really fat tires.
It's a much bigger one.
It's it has really big tires and it looks like a really, really nice bike. Anyway, so I lifted it out and then all these things are like blowing away. So that I'm running through the parking lot.
Oh, poor baby.
And then I'm standing there and I can't, the bed is so high in the back. And this guy was driving by and I kind of looked at him and I think he just kind of smiled and I go, you know, like stop. And he's like, oh, okay. And I said, could you help me just lift this in there? And he's like, oh, sure. Yes. No, of course. No problem. And so he got out and with two people, it was, you know, easy. And we just lifted in the back. And then, but then I had to figure out what to do with the box because I couldn't fit the box in the back. So I went into the FedEx place because I know the guy. He's like, you just got an e-bike. I said, yeah. I reviewed them. I go, I'm going to have a couple more coming too. Anyway, so I brought the box back in and I said, it won't fit in my van. I said I had to. I go, could you take it? And he said, well, we really don't want to, but I guess if we have no choice.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. And I said, well, I'll pay you. I said, I'll give, you know, for you to just recycle it. You know, it's FedEx. They must have boxes all the time. And anyway, and then, so then I'm just standing there because I didn't know if I had to pay him or not.
So you asked him to take
the empty box.
The box.
And the box, because the box was too big to put in the van.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
And so then he left me hanging. I was just like, okay, well, I said I'd pay him. I didn't get a definite yes. And then he's like, well, just leave it there. And I'm like, okay. But he made me feel bad, you know. I mean, I would have paid him. I don't know. Anyway, but then I had to bring it to my storage place. Yeah. And it's raining this whole time. So, and I'm on the second floor, but it's a really nice storage place. I really like it there. And I got a cart, and then I had to take it out of the van by myself and put it on the cart. And then I had to wheel it up and then take it out, and I had to rearrange things because my storage is only a 5x5, and I have the one I just did in there, and I have my makeup and stuff in there. Oh yeah, I have 3 makeup shoots coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sean called me.
Those you get paid quite a bit. Yeah.
I get paid like $550 a day.
Yeah.
But I don't know, one's half a day, and I don't know if they're photo assisting or, makeup or photo assisting. I get less for photo assisting, and they're always fun though. It's always fun to be on a shoot.
Well, you certainly like variety, and that's what you get. Yes.
Anyway, so then I came back. So then I have the empty box from this last one in my storage. And that was huge. So so I stood outside in the rain because I was going to put it in the back, but then like I'm going to break it down. So I had my knife and I was like cutting it, breaking it down. And then that's what I brought upstairs to Joy.
Oh, yeah. She asked me to, I will. It's no problem.
That's the hard part though, too, is when you have like garbage. Like usually I just have a small bag, and when I stop at SA to get gas or something, I just toss it there.
Well, it's cardboard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cardboard.
Yeah, because they have a whole huge bin that you can just put unfolded cardboard boxes. I mean, you have to unfold them. You can't have them in big. Not unfold them.
I know.
That's not
I
right.
broke it down.
What
I broke it down.
Yeah, you have to break it down.
That's what I did. It's all in pieces.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be room for all the boxes in there.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Lots of them. Yeah.
Anyway, so, and that was a workout. Plus, it's in the rain. Anyway, so, yeah, poor me. But it's just extra work, and but that's okay. But then I came here. We got Taco Bell, and
now this.
And now here we are. Yeah, so it's Friday night, because I start work tomorrow, and then I didn't get a chance to study my menu, so that's what I have to do tonight is study the menu.
You are going to, yes.
Because I start at 10 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I work at 8 a.m. on Sunday, and then after I'm done there, then I work from 4 to midnight at Walgreens.
Tracey, you are unbelievable.
Well, I got a little nap in today.
Where do you get the energy?
Well, the more, they say energy begets energy.
Yeah.
So I'm tired, but once I'm awake, then there's like no stopping me. I'm just like, do, 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 do.
Well, you've been like that since you were a little girl.
Yeah. But then if I lay down, like yesterday, I laid down, because, I was up at 5 and I had to go to FedEx to print out that menu stuff. And then went to the dollar store and just did some running. And then I was in the workout, the gym parking lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to go in. I'm like, I'm just going to lay back here for a minute. Just watch my phone for a minute. Well, all of a sudden I fell asleep. And it was one of those sleeps that it's hard to wake up.
But that's because you were so tired.
Then I woke up and I went in the gym and I took a shower and stuff. So anyway, how are you? I like your shirt.
You like my shirt?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Where'd you get it?
Actually, I didn't get this one at the
Goodwill.
You didn't? I bought it at a store.
Oh, wow. That's
a long time ago, and I don't remember. Yeah, I like the puffy sleeves and everything.
Does anybody remember? Yeah, that looks like, does anybody remember the Jerry Seinfeld episode where he has exactly like that shirt with the puffy sleeves? Let me know if you remember.
What TV show are you talking about?
Jerry Seinfeld. Do you remember Seinfeld?
I watched all the shows. I don't know tell me about it and it'll come back to me.
He wore a shirt like that.
Oh.
And they were making fun of him.
And was that his next door neighbor? That tall, skinny guy?
Was it Kramer?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Jerry who had the shirt.
Oh, I see.
And I don't remember the premises of it, but it was about the shirt. And that's exactly what the shirt looked like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Seinfeld show. I loved that show.
Mm-hmm.
I just loved it. I mean, I can think of some of the that were so funny. Mm-hmm. So funny.
Those were the days,
and who played the girl?
Oh,
I mean, I can picture
Elaine.
Yeah.
I mean, that was her name on the show.
Yeah. Oh.
Julia Dreyfus.
Yes. She was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And there were so many funny ones, but this one, she thought she could dance.
Oh, yeah, she danced like that.
And it was so awful. Oh, my God. And then I forget that the other friend, the tall, skinny
Kramer,
theirs was the little one too.
George,
yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Kramer, was it George? No, George was engaged.
And then she licked all the stamps and she died.
He wants to save money, so he buys stamps she'll have to lick. And she, I don't know why I'm laughing. She dies.
Well, it is a comedy.
It is a comedy, but I don't think I ever missed one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's when Friends was on too. Do you remember Friends?
Yeah. Well, Friends, yes, I love that too.
Yeah. Those were really funny.
Oh, yes. Wow. And they went on. The thing is, they don't make shows like that on TV anymore, I don't think.
Well, nobody really watches TV. We all watch like Netflix and HBO and YouTube.
That's true. Well, there's a lot to watch.
Yeah.
A lot to watch.
But
anyway, some of those, I mean, you could be it was laughing all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah.
That makes me sad. No. And then remember the corny, that came before all of, the ones we're talking about. But Laugh-In.
Oh, yeah.
Laugh-In.
Yeah.
And they just did stupid things, but they were funny too.
Because they were variety shows. Remember, like Sonny and Cher and Carol Burnett, and those were all live variety shows that used to be in back then. Yeah. And Dean Martin, remember when they did the roast? Oh my God! And Don Rickles and Sammy Davis Jr. and they were
good.
They were good. Yeah, they were raunchy. They were funny.
I don't know. It's always fun talking about the past. I wonder if it'll be as much fun for teenagers that are today when they're my age. Will it be that much fun talking about
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing funny to talk about this. Yeah,
right now.
Right, exactly.
But when I think of TV, it was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I miss those
Oh well.
days.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Time marches on.
Yeah. I was gonna show you, so I grabbed these from my
What are
my
they?
van. I got this from someone, and he made it.
Oh, they're so pretty.
I know. And this one, look at it has a it's for my sign. It has like a scorpion on it. So so for Scorpio, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me look closer.
Yep.
So I can.
Oh, it's on the other side. There you go. Yep, right there. Can you see it?
Oh, yes, I can see the shape of the Scorpio.
We're both Scorpios.
Yes, we are.
We're the only two Scorpios in the family.
And you know, they say a lot of bad things about Scorpio. I tell people I'm Scorpio. Oh, and they say, ooh.
Oh, you had to joy. Ooh, you're scary.
Well, no, I mean, years ago. I don't talk about that anymore because nobody asked me.
Hey, what's your sign? What's your sign?
Yeah, but anyway, you know how they write about Scorpios in the books and all of them, and they give them
well, here's the thing. We're like fiercely loyal, but
it said,
if we get mad...
Oh, yeah, well, but there's usually a good reason to get mad.
Right, exactly.
But anyway, this one, I'll never forget it, of course, because it's so flattering. It says, at the end, it said, lucky is the man who marries a Scorpio woman.
Yeah, lucky you.
So anyway.
Well, there won't be any lucky other man for me. Nobody's marrying me.
No.
So this is from Keith. So that's so nice.
Very,
it's beautiful. Yep.
Yes.
And I always find a place to hang this stuff. I know somebody sent me a butterfly and stuff. And I don't know if you can see it, but it hangs like behind me. I have like a little like hook there.
Yeah.
And that hangs there. So everything you guys send me, I keep and I find. And did you see somebody sent me that book?
What book is that?
It's called some Dream Warrior, Miracle Dream Warrior, or something like that. And I'm gonna read that. That was just on my
Yeah, you're gonna read it on one of your
my black screens. I haven't done one of those in a while, but I've been a little busy. But I guess I have to share with you.
What?
Did you see that this is what T-Bone made? Now this is what he's doing with the agates.
Oh, how did you get these?
He sent them.
He sent them? Oh.
Did you see it in the video yesterday?
Thank you. No, I don't remember.
Oh, I just put it in the video.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't realize.
I said, do I have to share one with my mom?
Yeah. Oh, these are,
It's,
Can
and
I
it's,
see them?
look at, it's Minnesota. So it's shaped in the form of Minnesota, and there's a bee, and there's a,
He does such beautiful work.
Yes.
Where's my kitty? It must be on that table over there.
Where's my kitty?
I have to go get it.
So we're going to hang this in Joy's window. And then I'm going to hang this in my window. Oh, Mom's going to get Olivia. Oh, yeah, there she is.
T-Bone is so talented.
Talented T-Bone, that's what we'll call him.
How many are in there? Did you show them all?
Yeah, two. One I have to give to you, I said.
Oh, really? You do? Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
No.
I'll just twist your arm.
Oh, you would be good at protecting me.
You know how strong I am, guys. I couldn't hurt a fly.
I think it's broke.
Never get me angry. I'm a Scorpio.
But I'm a Scorpio too.
I know.
You do that again and I'm going to punch you in the nose too.
Well, we've always gotten along though.
Yeah, but remember when we were on the mission trip and that girl kept hitting my...
And she said, yeah.
And he said, you do that one more time and I'm going to punch you in the nose.
It was a mission trip. That's how But she was kidding.
No, I wasn't. Not at that time. Remember, she kept like taking that seat and it kept like hitting my hand.
Yeah. Well, the bus was falling apart.
It was falling apart, yeah.
But anyway, I have to show you again. This looks just like my kitten.
Olivia.
And he put all these what are they called?
Agates.
Agates.
Well, and this is a big one. Yeah, look at how talented.
And I have it sitting right by my computer. I see
that
it
looks just like Olivia. Yeah.
It does look just like Olivia.
Yeah.
Thank you again, T-Bone.
Yeah.
If I were talented, I would make you something. But
maybe you could sing him a song or something.
oh, you must be kidding.
Nope.
I love to sing. But
hey, show my, do some marketing and show the other.
Should I do marketing?
Go like this.
How do I,
Cheese.
should I look glamorous?
You already look glamorous.
No.
Oh, are you trying to pose?
I'm trying to look glamorous.
You did it.
I've forgotten how.
And I didn't want to tell you, but you have 2 different color earrings on.
Oh, do I? One is black and one is
No,
clear.
one is blue and one is clear.
They're supposed to both be clear.
Oh,
I can't see people.
well, hopefully in May when you go to the doctor, you'll get the shot.
Maybe. Well, there's already a shot for the wet.
Yeah.
And now, and they never had anything for the dry, which is what I have.
Mm-hmm.
But the dry is not as aggressive. So, but it's been 40. Well, I was 50 when I got diagnosed, and that's when they first found out about macular degeneration. Mm-hmm. Like I've said this before. They thought, my eye doctor said they thought people lost their sight from old age. I mean, just the process. But then they found out it's macular degeneration. But 40 some years. No, what is it? I was 50 and now I'm 93.
Gonna be 94.
You figure it out.
You're gonna be 94, and what are we in? April?
Yeah.
May, June, July, August, September, October. So 6
Yeah.
more months. So you're 93 and a half.
Yeah. But anyway, it's been that many years, 40 some years.
Yep.
It took them to find a cure. It's not a cure, but
Right.
it's something to help.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go find out what it is. I have an appointment next month.
Yeah, I bet you're excited. Well, and same with...
I am, but I don't know if it'll help me.
Oh, yeah, and with your tooth, I was telling them, too, you might have to have a root canal. You have an infection in your tooth, which you've had for a couple months now.
Yeah.
And so...
I don't like to go to the dentist.
I know you don't. He was really nice, though.
He was nice.
Yep.
All of the dentists are nice.
Yeah. And then you're on your medication. And then, And I was thinking too, you know what we never did? Maybe next time.
What?
We'll do your apartment tour.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've never done your apartment tour, so.
Yeah, it took me almost a whole year, guys, to finish it, to get it done.
Yeah. But guess who unpacked you for the first time, all the stuff? You didn't have to unpack your boxes.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that weird? That was a whole year ago when you were in the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to stay here the rest, till next May. It'll be, I signed my lease for another year.
Yeah.
And then next May, I'm going to find a nice assisted living home and live there if I'm still around anyway.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea then.
Yeah. Well, something like Pam's is nice. You have your own apartment and...
Oh, yeah. I like it. And my friend Frank, my brother-in-law Frank, his daughter took him... He's young, though. He's only 85.
Is he going into an assisted living?
No, but he's selling his house. And I don't think I don't know where he will go. Mm-hmm. I thought he wanted to buy another house, but I think he's kind of second thinking that because he's got
that's
a yard
too much work.
and,
That's the whole point of him getting rid of this house.
I wouldn't want to own. I mean, at that age, age.
At that age, 80, 83?
He's 85.
85, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to own a home
anyway,
either.
but his daughter, well, he's got his house. He's selling his house. His neighbor wants to buy it because he has lots of land, and his neighbor is a
farmer.
No, he's not a farmer. He's a businessman. He has some kind of an account with the government for.
But they grow stuff, right?
What is it called? That food that doesn't have any bad stuff on it.
Oh, like organic?
Organic. Yeah. So he, I'm sure they'll make a deal. He'll sell it. But anyway, when I talked to him last week, he says my daughter called and took me to tour. It's not an assisted living. It's for older people.
Like 55 plus?
Yeah, kind of like where I
yeah.
am. Yeah. And, but it's one of those really nice ones, And so I said, well, what do you think? Do you want to move there? But it takes, that's a big decision to make where you're going to move. And so I don't know. But he said it was really nice.
Yeah.
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 So anyway.
Oh, and I want another mom moment. I just found out when I got to my mom's that Jessie got all conference for rowing.
Yeah, I'm real proud of her. Yeah.
And she got a job. She'll be starting in fall. And then she has that other job when she starts back. When she comes back here at the end of June, she'll be working for 6 weeks. I think I told you, making $48 an hour. I'll be borrowing money from her then.
I know you will.
So then I won't have to worry about Jessie anymore. She'll be good.
Because people, the salaries are very high sometimes here.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Well, for 22 years old,
oh yeah,
she'll be making like $47,000 a year plus, good benefits.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
More power to them.
Yep, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money makes the world go around, I guess.
Well, it makes it a lot easier.
It makes it easier.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes it go around, but it makes it easier.
It just makes it easier. And you don't need like trillions. You just need
enough. Yeah.
That's it. That's the big word.
Enough.
To be comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
To buy gum when you want.
Yeah, that's it. Remember E&G's?
No. What's
the
that?
Store that was on the corner on Gaultier and
I didn't ever know the name of it. Yes,
E&G?
It was one of those a neighborhood.
Yeah, just a tiny where you go in the bell would ring, and then
everybody had paid once a month. They charged and paid once a month.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it was during the Depression.
I was a kid, but we would go in and you could buy literally candy. Like you could have a quarter and walk out with a bag of candy. Yeah.
And the candy, it was before your time, I think. But I think maybe there's some. It was on paper, little round things, and they were stuck.
Oh,
to
dots.
They
were called dots.
Yeah. And I also remember, again, maybe you won't, but they had candy cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
They looked and of course after smoking got to be really, not a good thing.
Yeah.
They don't make candy cigarettes.
Remember
anymore.
when I had a pixie stick? And remember we had the rat? Yeah. Kim won the rat in the 7th grade.
I do remember the rat. Yeah.
So they had, in her science thing, there was a project. They fed one rat like healthy food and they fed one rat like junk food or something. And the healthy one kicked the bucket.
Well, yeah. The thing is, Kim came home. I forget what grade she was in. And
like 7th.
She said to me, I have to get permission from you to, they had 2 rats they fed one junk food and one good food. And then after the experiment, they gave the rats to the kids. They drew a name, and she came home and she asked me. She said, "Mom, they're having a drawing for one of for the 2 rats in our class." And she said, "Can I put my name? Will you give me permission?" And I thought she'll never win it, And I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
And I signed my name. And she came home with the rat. She got the healthy rat, I think.
No, remember she got the one that ate the junk food, and then remember we named she named him Nicky.
Well, you remember better than I do.
She named him Nicky.
Yes, and your dad fell in love with that.
Really?
He would say goodnight to it every night.
It was in the kitchen. Do you remember? It was in the cage in the kitchen.
In a cage, yeah. In a cage.
Yeah, not just running around.
No.
Yeah, running around the kitchen. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was young, but I had a pixie stick. Remember, and then you could unravel them. It was just all sugar.
Oh, yeah?
And, the sugar was sticking to the paper. So I took it and put it around my finger, and I stuck it in the cage because I thought Nikki would lick it. And Nikki bit it. Oh. And we had to go to the doctor. And I had to get, a tetanus shot. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Well, we
had ducks.
Finally died.
Remember, we had ducks, and the neighbor squeezed them and killed them.
We were so good to those pets, but you know what? It just was
everybody else killed them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do remember. Do you remember when I had Grandma's bird?
That fucking bird.
Her bird.
Caruso.
It wasn't. No, this is a different one. This was a canary. A good bird.
Oh, I don't remember that. I remember Caruso, and every time we'd go to bed, she would start singing. Yeah. Remember on Beaumont?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. But this was when we lived on Marion, and my mother had moved, and she said, "Will you take the canary?" And I said, "I think his name was Dickie." It was Dickie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Anyway. One day, Dickie was on his, on his little perch.
Yeah.
And he was all fluffed up like this, like he was cold.
Yeah.
And I called my mom and I said, "Something's wrong with Dickie. He's all fluffed up and he doesn't look very well." And my mother said, "Put a drop of he has a cold. Put a drop of whiskey in his water." So I did that.
And how'd he do after that?
And the next morning, he was laying with his feet up in the air on the bottom of the cage. He died. So, but I think he had a real good time before he died.
He didn't know what was happening to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I had the goldfish,
and then
I had every kind of,
and then we had Muff,
and Muff, I really love Muff.
Muff was my best friend.
Remember when we picked her out?
Yeah,
it was for you, really.
Oh,
yeah.
And then, do you remember when Kim? Oh, that was. Their dog, and she went over to her new boyfriend, who became her husband, but his house, and the dog came up and sniffed her, and she goes, "Oh, you smell my Muff." And how dogs can smell other dogs, and she said, "Oh, you smell my Muff."
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, because it was an English dog. It was.
Is Muff English?
No. Yeah. What was it? One of the big dogs with all the fur.
A sheepdog. That's what Muff was.
No, not a sheepdog. She was. Oh, isn't that awful? I can't remember it.
That's okay though.
Anyway, she was an English
sheepdog.
An English sheepdog. Anyway, I wanted to name her Elizabeth because Elizabeth is an English name. I mean, I think it is. And but you kids, because she looked like just a barrel of fur, a little bundle of fur.
She was cute
when she was a baby.
Yeah.
And the kids, all you kids wanted. I must have let you name it.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But what I do remember is you loved her so much that you were gonna euthanize her.
But.
And guess who saved? Guess who saved Muff? I saved the Muff.
And Chris did too.
I saved the Muff. Yeah. I overheard you talking to Al. You told me Muff was going to, because Muff we found out was deaf.
Well, we have had her a long, long time, and she had heart trouble too.
Well, why would we give her away? Because we're giving you. You have heart trouble. I'm giving you away.
Nobody will take me.
Oh yeah, everybody wants you to adopt them.
Sure. Yeah. But anyway,
we saved Muff.
That's a sad story. Well, no, she came back home. We
only because I overheard you talking to Al. I was downstairs and I was like, "What?" Remember, I locked myself in my room.
Yes.
Yep. Protesting works.
We're talking about. Well, I happened to think the other day about when. Remember when Sandy and I went to? Do I ever tell you the story about when Sandy and I went to learn how to sign language?
Oh, I was just thinking this the other day because I wanted to know what that meant.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sandy must have been, well, she and Dan were married and they had Tina.
I have to pee.
Oh, okay.
Keep them entertained. Tell the story. I want to hear.
Hurry up.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
She always does this to me, and I'm not very good without her. But anyway, we sold our house, my husband and I, and Sandy and Dan lived in this tiny little house. It was real cute, but it was very small, and they had Tina then, and Tina was about 4 years old, and so we sold our house. It sold right away, and the thing is, we had no place to go. I mean, the fellow who bought it was getting transferred from another state for his job, and they had to have the house right away. So Sandy said, "Come and stay with us." And you were, I don't know, how old were you then? Mm-hmm. She was younger, but Chris was old enough. She stayed at a girlfriend's, I think. Or she was.
Okay, so.
Anyway, so we moved to their house, and we stayed there about 6 weeks. But anyway, for the evening, Sandy and I decided we'd go to a high school, a night class, and learn how to sign language.
Because Sandy became an interpreter after that.
Oh, she was so good at it. She did. She became an interpreter for many, many years.
You guys also went to a belly dancing class, too.
Well, yeah, I did that. But that was not what,
Okay, but
that we won't talk about.
Yep. You went to signing. Yep.
And now you've made me lose my train of thought.
So you went to a signing class.
Oh, yeah. And anyway, and we were finished, with with 6 weeks or something like that. And then there was like a little test at the end. And what the teacher did is she put a container on the desk and the pieces and a little paper with sentences on them. And then you would pick a sentence and you would read it, and then you would sign it to the class and see if they understood what you were talking about. And anyway, it got to be my turn, and I was very nervous. I didn't like signing too well. I wasn't good at it. And so I picked out the little paper and I read it. And it said, "Work, work, work. I am so tired." Well, I knew work. I
thought you knew work.
But I thought I know that and another sign. They're kind of alike.
Yes.
It's just that you know how important it is which way you hold your hands. You can hold them this way or this way. And I couldn't remember, so I did. I thought, well, I'm just going to do it.
Yep.
I'm standing up here and everybody's staring at me. So I signed it to the class. And the teacher came and took me right away to my seat. And then she called somebody else. She didn't even let them answer. But what I had signed... Why? Because then I asked Sandy when we left, I said, "What did I sign?" Well, what I was supposed to sign was, "Work, work, work. I am so tired." And I got my signs mixed up, And what I signed was sex, sex, sex. I am so tired. And that's when the teacher got really upset. I mean, she looked really upset.
Really?
And she took me and said, you can go back to your seat now.
You failed.
I think I failed. I never went back. I mean, that was the last day.
Because it was like
anyway.
this. You did like this. I think that's sex. I think this is work, or maybe
this
it's
is
one
work.
or the other.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
remember. And what's
if
this?
you know sign, you know. And this has been quite a few years ago.
Yes.
And Sandy made a career out of it. She was so fantastic.
She knew the difference between work and sex.
Well, yeah, she had what? She knows the difference. Okay. Yeah.
She knew the difference between work and sex.
Yes. Well, I just put my hands in the wrong position.
In the wrong place.
Yes. That too.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there have been so many things like that happening.
Yep.
Over the years.
Well, we call them like joyisms when you say something. It's like playing telephone and then it gets to the other end. And
oh yeah, that is fun to play. By the way,
yeah. Well, it's been 40 minutes.
Has it been 40 minutes?
And you know what she said to me again? She goes, "Oh, it's so soon. What are we gonna have to talk about?" Like, oh my gosh, Mom, quit saying that because every single time we just sit down and it just happens.
It all comes. Well, it's just like sitting and talking to someone. Things just keep coming, coming
and coming. Yep.
But we're a crazy family, I think. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
see.
you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to say good
morning.
Yeah, but it's
We
evening.
forgot.
We forgot. We just jumped right in. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody said
we've got to stop doing that. I mean, forgetting.
Forgetting. We gotta quit forgetting to forget.
We have to forgetting how.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on you. Don't forget next time. Okay.
It's my job.
It's
right?
your job. Yep. It's your job.
To say good morning.
Yep.
To remind you to say good morning.
I usually remember, but
you do.
But we were talking right away, so.
Well, I confuse you. I do that to people.
I confuse myself. You don't need to do anything. Are you ready? Go out and make an adventure, no matter how big or how small. You don't have to sell everything and move into a van. Why?
Because she did.
I did, but you can. Yeah. And go call someone you love. And as Joy says,
tell them you love them.
Tell them you love them. And don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Don't. Or we'll do this. Forget. Your magic.
Don't forget your magic.
Don't forget your magic. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Okay. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.